Hi guys, good evening, and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host, Eddie, and in tonight's video, I wanted to touch on a few awesome movie news announcements that have dropped over the past couple of days. I'm finally getting around to talking about these. First and foremost, let's talk about two big bombshells that were dropped on us within the past 3 or 4 days. Both two DC films, one of them being the Flash solo film and a sequel to Shazam, for which at the moment is just being called Shazam 2, have both received official release dates from Warner Brothers. That's right, it looks like the Flash film featuring Ezra Miller is finally moving forward, and it has been slotted for a July 1st, 2022 release date. Also arriving in 2022 is Shazam 2, which is landing on April 1st of that year. So that is incredibly exciting. I mean, it's very unexpected. For the longest time, the Flash movie has been stuck in very practically development hell. The last time we saw the Flash was in the lesser than popular, but still liked by a few people, myself included, but ill-received Justice League film. And ever since due to the poor reception of that film, it caused Warner Brothers to rethink its strategy in releasing superhero movies, and the fate of Ezra Miller's Flash was very uncertain. And then a big reason for the delay in his film is that he is also currently obligated and playing a pretty big role, I believe, in the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them franchise, two of which have already happened, and I think one or two more is in the works. I know the third one starts shooting next summer, which is a big reason why the Flash movie won't go into production until 2021, which makes perfect sense now that we finally have a release date for summer of 2022. So the delay in the Flash film, is due to Warner Brothers going through tons of different directors, and I'm actually kind of grateful that they didn't rush and make this film right away with the wrong creative team, whether it was the wrong writer or wrong directors, because I feel like for whatever reason or another, the directors just kept disagreeing and conflicting with Warner Brothers with how they wanted to present this character or make this particular film. Well, it seems like they finally landed on a director that they can get behind. Director of It and It Chapter 2, Andy Muschietti, recently teased earlier this summer that he was in talks to direct the Flash movie. I don't know if that's officially confirmed as of yet. We'll probably get a confirmation soon now that the movie finally has a release date. Also, the last rumor was Christina Hodson, who recently penned the upcoming DC film Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn, is being courted to write the screenplay for The Flash as well. Again, take this information with a grain of salt. I'm not sure if it's absolutely confirmed or just rumors, but the one thing that is confirmed is that The Flash now has a release date for July 1st, 2022. I know in the past The Flash has gotten a release date from Warner Brothers that obviously never happened, so it remains to be seen if they'll stay true to this release date. However, given the fact that they now seem to have clarified both Ezra Miller's busy filming schedule for the Fantastic Beasts movies and other projects he's working on, and now that they seem to have found a director that they like, things seem to be moving forward in a positive light. But only time will tell, but I feel hopeful. And speaking of hopeful, because of what a fun and smash hit movie was with both critics and fans and how it made a lot of money at the box office earlier this year, a sequel was inevitable, and now we finally have a second Shazam movie, which is coming out about 3 months prior to The Flash. Now, what's very exciting about this, at least from my point of view, is that while promoting the first Shazam movie, Shazam himself, Zachary Levi, teased how he thinks it would be awesome if Shazam ever joined the ranks of the Justice League someday, which seems like a very real but faraway possibility at this point. But he also pointed out how much sense it would make if Shazam and Flash both got along so well, considering they're both the youngest members of the team, and they would both kind of like fanboy out with each other in being with these other heroes, and they would would probably just get along in general. And now that both of them have movies coming out about 3 months away from each other, I don't think it's entirely unlikely to see one of the characters pop up in the other's films in a very brief cameo, possibly in a post-credit scene at the end of either the Flash movie or Shazam 2. Again, that's my own personal speculation. I have nothing to really back that up on. It's just a fun idea that I thought of. Something else that somebody else pointed out is how Shazam 2 comes out about 4 months after Black Adam is supposed to hit theaters, which was slated recently for December 22nd, 2021. So it also seems possible and pretty likely that Black Adam could make some kind of small cameo appearance at the end of Shazam 2 in a post-credit scene as well. If they don't go with the Flash idea, they could definitely do Black Adam, which makes a lot of sense since he is the arch nemesis of Shazam. But again, nothing's been confirmed. This is just fun fan speculating on my end. But what is confirmed is The Flash is coming to us July 1st of 2022, and Shazam 2 is coming in the same year, 3 months earlier, on April 1st. So this is very, very exciting stuff to know these movies are officially happening and moving forward. Speaking of movies that are happening, another juicy tidbit that was dropped a few days ago is that the former duo who spearheaded Game of Thrones for many years, from beginning to till end, D.B. Wise and David Benioff, are now going to be developing an H.P. Lovecraft film for Warner Brothers. They're going to be developing this film. I don't know if they're producing or directing it, but they have mentioned two screenwriters by name. Phil Hay, Hay, and Matt Manfredi will apparently write the script for this film, which is based off of a graphic novel based on the works of H.P. Lovecraft. Now, this is incredibly exciting because for the longest time, I personally have always wanted to see a live-action, big screen movie made about the enormous, spectacular monster that is Cthulhu. And I've always wanted to see a movie about Cthulhu, preferably a horror fantasy film, and this sounds like this is the perfect opportunity to do just that. I'm not really that familiar with the other works from H.P. Lovecraft. I just know the influence he has had on the horror genre, both mostly in the novel form, and I'm not too sure about TV or film, but he's obviously had a big impact on the whole horror genre as a whole for many, many years. And so for them to be making a movie about his works and his stories is very exciting. And apparently, according to the several articles I've read, the movie will answer this question. What if H.P. Lovecraft wasn't making it up? What if the monsters he created are real? And that's really exciting to me because it sounds like they're going to be playing with the idea that these creatures were not just works of fiction that he came up with in his own mind and he wrote on pen and paper. So, and it also sounds like the movie's supposed to take place in the 1920s, which is when I think a lot of these stories first came out. So it's very exciting to think we could be getting like a period piece film that's also rooted in horror. So that's really cool and exciting to me as well. So I'm very much looking forward to and seeing if this movie does happen, what direction it will go, and what kind of movie we end up getting. So stay tuned and subscribe to this channel for further updates regarding this H.P. Lovecraft film and any and all updates we may get or hear about regarding the Flash movie and Shazam 2, both of which are now officially happening with the release dates. So fingers crossed, everybody. All right, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it wasn't too boring for you, and I hope you're just as excited about all this information as I am. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend if I don't see you. Take care, and of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.